Я вас всех приветствую, дорогие друзья, с вами все Кошмар. Сегодня мы продолжаем играть игру Rain. Что ж, у нас сегодня 6 глава. Я думаю, будет еще 4 главы, но это еще нет. Это неизвестно, конечно, потому что я не играл в игру ни разу. Как не проходил ее вообще, всю компашку. Я только уже говорил в прошлой серии, конечно. Так что, поехали, 6 глава. Расчистка. Что за пароль какой-то появился? А, это... Вот локально надо играть. Вот. Лорд Рупа — личное расследующее исчезновение группы разведчиков. И как помню, у нас было удар милосердия в прошлой серии. И оказалось, что та паладин, конечно, выжила. Поехали. Триада передвигается незаметно. Глаза яростно защищают свой дом, но редко сражаются до смерти. Какие-то заросли здесь. Я так понимаю, у нас базы не будет, но будет какой-то отряд.
The last battle was not the breaking point. Forgiveness is nothing of which a knight of the morning sun is in short supply. Though it's hard to accept forgiveness if you did nothing wrong, is it not? For the Lord, it was a time to let wounds in all their forms mend. Thus a few missing scouts were a welcome distraction to clear his mind and ponder about the friend who judged him so harshly.
Ooh, gotta hand it to you. You pick the nicest places.
Whatever made my soldiers disappear makes it significantly less nice.
Oh, want me to smoke it out?
Let's investigate first.
Oh, thought you were a man of action. Silly me.
Stand with your people, not above them.
Что такие котсы у меня здесь? Давай я вот это чек. Это и вот это. Так, огненный шар, язык поля.
Yeah, I'm on it.
Вперед.
Any great insights yet?
We have just arrived, how could I?
Sod off. If this was about tracking some beastie, you'd have brought Morrig. We've been traveling for days. You've been sizing me up, Foxblood.
Maybe to remind myself of what I don't want to become.
Good choice.
I approve.
А вот, кстати, какие-то разведчики наши есть.
Never turn your back on a worthy soul. Indeed.
Карта небольшая. Значит, серия будет небольшая.
Fieldcraft, they must have come through here. But what is this strange growth?
It's gross, sticky, and probably toxic. Guess it's mold.
Your abrasive bluntness is truly refreshing.
Опа, следующий колодец.
Great deeds await. I suppose your assessment was correct. The spores do seem toxic.
Wanna see me assess a solution?
By all means, go ahead. Reminds me of my army days.
Shouldn't have played with fire.
I approve.
Before you ask, no. I don't know why that stuff is all over the place. I know it burns, so we're good.
I actually had something else on my mind, but thank you for the reassurance.
А, еще споры, да?
Sophisticated.
Oh, don't tell me we have to backtrack all the way.
Have a little faith in wind. instead of fire for a change. That tree over there looks weak enough to be knocked down by a good gale.
Don't get burned.
Я, походу, рановато стрельнул, конечно. Я просто уже заметил это дерево, конечно, я думаю.
Just point me in the general
Давай-ка
direction.
стрельну-ка.
I'll bring peace to these lands.
Ну, давай-ка еще разочек стрельнем.
Seems reasonable.
Чё? Не сюда? Это вроде как неплохое идеальное место.
Stand with your people, not above them. Reminds me of my army days. Indeed. Good. Very
Все
good.
проще, чем выглядит, конечно.
Sophisticated.
Not bad. Free range adventuring suits you.
It's a good way to clear one's head.
I know, right? Really takes your mind off the horrible things you did.
Tread carefully.
Got it.
Reminds me of my army days. Good. Very good.
Oh, stop yelling.
Indeed.
Все добрались.
Good. Very good.
Ля,
I
какой
think we have our culprit.
All right, let's get cracking.
Don't be foolish. We cannot take on a creature like that without a strategy.
Oh, fine. The mold seems to spread from here. Its magic connects it to the land. That's something you can work with, your lordship.
If you knew, why wouldn't you say?
Reckless confidence? A death wish? You decide.
Never turn your back on a worthy soul. Indeed.
Видно, что я сюда попасть не могу вообще никак.
Fieldcraft, how refreshing. Great deeds await.
Ну ладно, пойдем дальше.
If we find the strongest infestations and you burn them, it could weaken the creature.
Yep. Should work. Yeah. I'm on it.
Стоять.
Just point me in the general direction.
Следопыты зараженные, да?
I'll bring peace to these lands. Is this a sufficient concentration?
Oh, I'm sufficiently grossed out. Let's get to it. Shouldn't have played with fire.
Жук мусорщик.
No one stands in my way.
Старый.
No one.
Shouldn't have played with fire. Brighter than the sun.
Сейчас.
Stand with
Поехали,
your
не будем
people,
тянуть, конечно,
not
что ли.
above them. I approve. Never turn your back on a worthy soul. Painted flame. Ah!
Oh, great. It's a telepath.
Sophisticated. We make
Teleport.
quite the fierce duo.
Well, reckoned you had a thing for large-scale destruction.
Great deeds await. Fieldcraft, how refreshing.
Рудник.
I'll bring peace
Кто-то может
to
знать,
these
ну что,
lands.
реально база будет.
No one stands in my way. No one. Stand with your people, not above them. Reminds me of my army days. Never turn your back on a
Сильно
worthy soul.
затерпелись.
Sophisticated.
Еще раз. Стаки на 30 увеличивается, да?
Great deeds await.
Нет, базы пока нет.
Indeed.
Взорвалась.
I'll bring peace to these lands. Stand with your people, not above
Туда
them.
добраться можешь?
Reminds me of my army days. I approve. Never turn your back on a worthy soul. Reminds me of my army days. Good. Very good.
Yeah, yeah.
I approve. Reminds me of my army days. No one stands in my way. No one.
Вот и
Great deeds await.
выделяется мне.
I approve.
Давайте-ка с этим разберемся.
Opposing me?
Our troops. Gods, we must do something.
We should put them out of the misery.
All is connected. Trespassers.
What happened?
We hoped you could tell us.
The fungus. It lives. It attacked us and then...
Don't worry. Join us and we'll put an end to this.
Well, someone's feeling like a hero again.
I'm not doing this for myself. I'll bring peace to these lands.
Найти выживших. Я чуть их всех не грохнул,
Fieldcraft.
конечно.
How refreshing. Stand with your people, not
Еще
above them.
чуть и герой не сдох.
Never turn your back on a worthy soul. Great deeds await. Sophisticated. Good.
Давай
Very
тогда так
good.
сделаем. Я так понимаю, мы наберем армию, потом с этой стороны мы придем и... Ну, думаю, снизу, либо здесь. Вот, и уничтожим это
I'll bring
существо.
peace to these lands. Stand
Дриада.
with your people, not above them.
Seems reasonable.
Indeed.
You know, I'm starting to feel unwelcome here.
Very perceptive.
Right between the eyes.
Not today, not like this. I'm used to hostility, but it's different to feel it so clearly.
Honestly, you can't blame someone who's read your surface thoughts.
Reminds me of my army days.
Oh, God. Give me a moment. Oh, stop yelling. Don't
Ooh,
worry. I'm
serious.
almost sober.
За жесть.
Never turn your back on a worthy... Why do you oppose me so? I do not deserve this scorn.
If you want to fish for redemption, talk to Killian.
I did nothing wrong.
Yet you have this unnerving feeling that you failed her, don't you? She can conjure up a bad conscience like we call fire and lightning.
I wish she would understand. It was just and necessary.
She understands all right. That you're both afraid.
Good. Very good. Fieldcraft. How refreshing. Sophisticated.
Got it.
Great deeds await. Grant them a quick death. Not today, not like this. Fieldcraft. How refreshing. Indeed.
Все, ты что, не ломаешься?
Sophisticated. I'll bring peace to these lands.
Just point me in the general direction.
Fieldcraft. How refreshing. I approve. This blade is no adornment. Good. Very good.
The Stormlord sends his regards.
Опля. Это же. Блокировано.
Stand with your people, not above them.
Давай, годится.
Sophisticated.
Так понимаю, что
Never
написать
turn
это
your
у нас
back
где-то
on a worthy soul.
около того.
Don't get burned.
Блин, если сейчас герой умрет, то придется переигрывать.
Yeah.
Fieldcraft. How refreshing.
Brighter
они
than the
скрылись.
sun.
Но урон все равно получили. А, вот тут можно считать, да, у нас, что быстро уходит, конечно. Все окей.
Yeah,
Тем более тоже в первый раз вижу, конечно.
seems reasonable.
I approve.
Shouldn't have played with fire.
Indeed.
Oh, stop yelling. Got it.
Так, от грибочков и от всяких надо избавиться.
Still heating up. Yeah,
Burning the last grove affected the creature.
it's a solid solution for most problems.
Good. Very good.
I bet you wish you weren't here now.
Еще раз вызвался он.
Grant them a quick day.
Куда уходишь?
Reminds me of my army days.
Враги есть.
Still heating up.
I'll bring peace to these lands.
Хотя, знаешь, что лучше, да, уйдет.
I approve. Good. Very good.
Right between the eyes.
Oh, God. Give me a moment. Fire magic coming right up.
Silence.
Oh, shut up already.
I approve.
Don't worry. I'm almost sober.
Сильное зелье восстановления. Это
Indeed.
хорошо.
Sophisticated.
Главное, чтобы герой никто не умер, конечно.
Indeed. Humor me, mage. What do you think I'm afraid of?
That the one woman who shares your vision will stop bending her principles.
Ridiculous. We may not always see eye to eye, but we want the same for our friends, for our people.
Yeah, that's what she keeps telling herself. Don't get burned.
This blade is no adornment. I approve. Indeed. Stand with your people, not above them.
I bet you wish you weren't here now.
No one stands in my way. No one.
I bet you wish
Это
you
прям как
weren't
зелье,
here
конечно.
now. I bet you wish you weren't here now.
Закопавшийся зелье,
I
конечно.
bet you wish you weren't here now.
No one stands in my way. No one.
О, большой гриб.
No one stands in my way. No one.
Shouldn't have played with
Сильное
fire.
зелье исцеления. 1000 устанавливает.
Never turn your back on a
Пускай
worthy
будет.
soul.
Brighter than the sun.
Давай, огневик. Проверяй.
Great deeds await.
Надо вот это убить. Чтобы не повредить армию.
I'll bring peace to these lands.
point me in the general direction. Seems reasonable.
Indeed. Good. Very good. Sophisticated. Grant them a quick death. No one stands in my way. No one.
Как флешки у тебя, приятель.
Good. Very good.
Отлично.
Indeed. Fieldcraft. How refreshing.
Your wish? Oh, gods. Give me a moment.
We are strong.
Oh, stop yelling.
It's dangerous to go alone. Speak, friend.
Stand with your people, not above them.
Don't worry. I'm almost sober.
I approve. Opposing me?
Oh, this is a big one.
Do I sense diminishing enthusiasm?
We are
Well,
strong.
I do all the work. Shouldn't have played with fire.
I bet you wish you weren't here now.
Together, we
They
are
had their
strong.
chance.
I bet you wish you weren't here now.
Never turn your back on a word.
We are strong.
Grant them a quick death.
Together, we are strong.
No one stands in my way. No one. Great deeds
Что
await.
за бешеный урон такой, да?
Together, we are strong.
Right between the eyes.
Don't get burned.
I'll bring peace to these lands.
Бля, это какой-то титан здесь был.
Right between the eyes. Right between the eyes.
Too late. World break.
That really seemed to do some damage.
Nonetheless, be prepared for a hard fight.
Don't worry. That's how I like me fights.
Indeed.
О, ухиляться можно.
Makes sense to live close to one of those.
Let's not question our good fortune and rest for a bit.
We're in agreement there for once. Brighter than the sun. Got it.
Тут еще одна армия.
Oh, gods. Give me a moment. Yeah. I'm on it. Just point me in the general direction. Yeah. Seems reasonable. Got it. Oh, stop yelling.
Ясно, надо было аккуратнее мне здесь. Окей, я не справился.
Stand with your people, not above them. Fieldcraft, how
Это
refreshing.
вообще для чего нужно здесь? Для чего?
Sophisticated.
Так,
Fieldcraft,
ладно.
how refreshing. Indeed.
5000 хп, офигеть.
Never turn your back on a worthy soul. Sophisticated. Fieldcraft, how refreshing. Sophisticated. Fieldcraft, how refreshing. Opposing me? A poor choice. Reminds me of my army days.
Last resort. Lost voices. Lost memories.
It's getting weaker. They had their
Вроде
chance.
пока легко играем.
Great deeds await.
Может, отходим, конечно.
I'll bring peace to these lands. Reminds me of my army days. Not today, not like this.
I'll lead the way.
I bet you wish you weren't here now.
This blade is no adornment.
Gone. With her. All that was.
Победа.
Oh, shite. Oh, son of a bitch.
You know, I think I have decided. It is reckless confidence and a death wish.
I'll take that as a compliment.
It is not, in fact. It's a waste of talent.
Have you decided yet if I'm too much trouble to keep around?
Shen, that was never my intention. You were right. I needed to find out if I'm indeed going down a dark road like you certainly did. I'm too well aware of the corruption of power, but you have to understand, I'm not seeking this power for myself. I do not want to rule. I do not wish to be remembered. All I want is a better world for those to come. And those who deny others that chance will have their ashes scattered in the winds.
You believe you can change the world with that clanking monstrosity? You really believe that?
I do. You and I, we're blunt instruments. The construct, it's an intricate tool, capable of more wonders than any of us could ever achieve.
If you want me to achieve anything, how about getting me a sodding healer?
Of course. I will send for clerics post-haste. Can you make it to the healing well?
I'll manage.
Most who pursue great power, like the Spark Mage, become scarred by it. Her cursed arm was a steady reminder that her time on this world was borrowed. When he left the groves, she had no doubt that his pursuit would consume the Lord, now more than ever. Curiously enough, she didn't care if he would change the world, burn it, or break it. But she greatly cared to be there when it happened.
Это только быстро, конечно, пошло. Это 10 минут, не знаю, 15-20.
Shouldn't have played with fire.
Очень даже быстро закончилось. Эта миссия, как я и сказал, это короткая миссия. Тем более не 20 минут, а 26. Комотался сюда. Ну что ж, всем спасибо за просмотр, ставьте лайки, пишите комментарии, подписывайтесь, смотрите старые ролики и плейлисты. А на этом все, всем спасибо, всем пока.